Oh boy, it's been way too long since we did a Let's Learn Music Theory. I hope you haven't eaten anything in the last 30 minutes because we are about to enter the exhilarating world of major 7 chords. Here to help elucidate these topics and more is our music theory expert and my kindergarten teacher, Miss Poopadoo. Oh, hello, yes, it's been too long. How are you? Thank you, thank you. I thought this was the appropriate place to pick up since we just left off, a month or so ago on 7 chords, which, if you recall, were created by a convoluted method of finding the scale for which the chord is the 5th note of the scale and then going, Major 7 chords, on the other hand, are simply comprised of the 1, the 3, and the 5 like regular major chords, but they also have, as the name suggests, the major 7. So a C, this is the C major scale, by the way, if this is the first Let's Learn Music Theory video you're watching. If it is, go watch the rest of them first and make your way back. The C major 7 chord, for example, is comprised of C, E, G, and B, the 1, 3, 5, and 7 from the C major scale. Along these lines, figuring out what note makes a major 7 chord is one of the easier notes to figure out, because all you have to do is go from the note that is the chord you're talking about and then go back 1/2 step. So there you go, now you know all of them. What is the note that makes F a major 7 chord? Well, we just go down 1/2 step from F, and there's no such thing as E sharp. Remember, be sure never to say B sharp or E sharp. So the note that makes F major 7 is E. Let's do B. B. What the heck note makes B, the chord, a B major 7? Well, a 1/2 step below B, of course, is A sharp or B flat. So there you go with those 2 examples. Now let's take our same C major scale and we're going to change it from a series of notes to a series of chords, which, if you recall, the pattern for changing notes to chords in a major key for every single major key is the first one is major, 2 and 3 are minor, 4 and 5 are major, 6 is minor, 7 is diminished, and the 8th one, of course, is the first one. And now what I want to do is look at the major chords, C, F, and G, the 1, the 4, and the 5, and look at which notes turn them into major 7 chords. It doesn't really make any sense to turn the minors into major 7 chords. There is such a chord as a minor major 7, but that's another video. So, C, as we just discussed, is C, E, G, and B. That is a C major 7 chord. I have an ant keg, but moving along to F. F is really easy to remember because it's face. E being 1/2 step lower than F, of course. And G is G, B, D, drum roll, F sharp. You'll notice that this F sharp, is nowhere in our key of C, and that is why the 1 chord and the 4 chord from whatever key you're in, as long as it's a major key, will sound great as major 7 chords, and the 5 will sound weird. Not that you can't do it, not that you're not allowed, but it'll just take some getting used to, or a very specific artistic goal there. Back to you, Ryan. My kindergarten teacher. I think a better way to say that was that the 1 and the 4 chords are completely interchangeable as major 7 chords. So let's get our ear balls in the key of C here. Let's see. Let's do G last. So C, A minor, F, G. As regular chords. I'm going to change C to C major 7, and you'll see that you won't have a conniption fit. Sounds nice. And F to F major 7. And now I'm going to change G to G major 7. Completely out of the wrong left field thing, right? Yeah, totally. G major 7, 3, 2, and then 2 on the E string. Kind of hard to get to, not the best way to play this chord, but certainly a way to play this chord, and there's that point. Let's make some major 7 chords. You know G major 7 now. C major 7 is just take your pointer finger off of the B string, so now we have a B note, right? F major 7 is don't bar your F. This is kind of cheaty F when you're first beginning, right? Just 1, 2, 3 on B, G, D, and that exposes your open E string and E note. So face. Here's what face sounds like. E major 7's kind of hard to do. You don't really do it, but you could technically do it if you barred D and G with your pointer finger and then somehow didn't smudge the B string. Just don't do that. A major 7. The A in our A chord is on the G string 2nd fret, so we need to flat thote, which is short for that note, by 1. The 1st fret of the G string, you have to turn your fingers all around. You have 2, 1, 2 for A major 7. Oh, silly me, I forgot D major 7. The root note, the D note, in our D chord is the B string. So the B string is going to go down 1/2 step to flat that D note to the 2nd fret, and then you have D major 7. Along the lines of F major 7, which of course is, we just talked about it, 3, 2, 1, open. If you move that shape up 1 more, you get to do something really fun. 4, 3, 2, 1. That is an F sharp major 7, and of course, it doesn't have any open strings in it, so you can put it anywhere you like. Not the quickest thing to get to, but certainly fun to think about. This is me having fun. Off your root 5 major bar chord, let's just do the 5th fret D for fun. So much fun in this video. We're going to do the same thing that we did to the A shape. The G string needs to go down 1, so you're going to have 5, 7, 6, 7 for D major 7 as a bar chord. And of course it's a bar chord, so you can put it anywhere you like with this one shape, play all the major 7 chords, F, G, and there's even a cool way to play our D major 7 shape as a bar chord. If we move this up 1 fret, we go from open 2, 2, 2, starting on the D string, to 1, 3, 3, 3. That is a D sharp major 7 and also no open string. So anywhere you put this, whatever this is really, I like this one. Whatever note that D string is the major 7 chord you're playing. So here is another way to play G major 7, 5, 7, 7, 7, and I know this is a G because I know an octave goes 2 frets down and 2 strings to the sky. This note is much more recognizable by me as G than this note, but you can just do your octave figuring to figure it out. Here's a B major 7 like this. Is this right? It is right. It's totally right. Good. Just keep thinking of more stuff. You don't want to play your root 6 major bar chord as a major 7 for the same reasons that it's hard to do E as a major 7, right? But you can play a C-shaped bar chord as a major 7. C, right? C major 7. And then if we change our fingers to pinky ring and move it up 1, then you can bar with your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the G, B, and E strings, and you have a C sharp major 7. That's nice. And you can put it anywhere you want. Whatever this note is the major 7 chord that you're playing on the A string. F sharp major 7. Just lovely. You could turn a power chord into a major 7 chord. It doesn't have a 3rd in it, but let's do D, let's do E. 7, 9, 8 is a power chord version of a major 7 chord, but it's not a power chord because we've introduced something other than the root and the 5th, but it comes out of a power chord, so that's a fun thing to play with. There's 2 roots in this power chord, the A string 7th fret and the G string 9th fret, so you could flat either of them to technically make a major 7 chord. Anytime you go like this, this is now like an E power chord with a D sharp in the bass. E major 7 with a D sharp in the bass, but now we're sort of sliding into slash chords, which is the topic for another video. Last thing I promise. Back to that power chord thing. If you flat both roots, so A string goes down to 6 and G string goes down to 8, but D string remains on 9, you have a major 7, a 5th, and a major 7, so there isn't even a root in this chord. And that is all I have to say. I gotta hurry up and turn the camera off so I don't say anything more about major 7 chords. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye. I thought of one more. This is the last one. Okay, go from your root 5 major bar chord. We're playing C here. Instead of your ring finger, use your pointer finger for the 5th fret of D, G, and B, and on the 7th fret, do the baby E string. So this is much like this is the same spot where we said we were playing G major 7 if we did 5, 7, 7, 7, right? But if we do 5, 5, 5, 7, that is now a C major 7 chord. It's a major 7 chord because the 8th fret of the baby E string is a C, so then the 7th fret is a B, right? So this is like the ultimate ambiguity. Play a G major 7 and then C major 7 in this fashion. The two shapes aren't even related, even though they're so similar. This one comes off of the A-shaped bar chord, and this one comes off of the D-shaped bar chord. That's it, bye.